جزاك الله خير برادر مسعود، خدا به شما خیر بده ان شاء الله، موفق و مؤید باشید. اعوذ بالله السمیع العلیم من الشیطان اللعین الرجیم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحیم. الحمد لله الذي لا يبلغ مدحته القائلون ولا يحصي نعماؤه العادون ولا يعدي حقه المجتهدون، الذي ليس لصفته حد محدود ولا نعت موجود ولا وقت معدود ولا أجل ممدود، فطر الخلائق بقدرته ونشر رياح برحمته ووتد بصخور ميدان أرضه. الصلاة والسلام والتحية والإكرام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين، حبيب إله العالمين سيدنا ونبينا وحبيب قلوبنا وطبيب نفوسنا وشفيع ذنوبنا ومولانا أبي القاسم محمد. وعلى أهل بيته الطيبين الطاهرين المعصومين المنتجبين الذين أذهب الله عنهم الرجس وطهرهم تطهيرا. ولعنة الله على أعدائهم أجمعين من الآن إلى قيام يوم الدين. أما بعد، قال الله سبحانه وتعالى في محكم كتابه وهو أصدق القائلين وقوله الحق. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. وما أرسلناك إلا رحمة للعالمين. وقال وإذ ابتلى إبراهيم ربه بكلمات فأتمهن قال إني جاعلك للناس إماما قال ومن ذريتي قال لا ينال عهد الظالمين. صدق الله العلي العظيم. صلوات. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. Dear and respected brothers, respected sisters, elders, youth, children, we are commemorating the Ashura, which is the 10 nights of commemoration of the Majalis, to remember Abdullah Hussain al-Salam and his sacrifice, which he gave on the plains of Karbala in the year 61 after Hijrah. And we don't have any example in history of such a great sacrifice as we witness the sacrifice of Abdullah Hussain al-Salam. We sit here to learn. And the most important thing from these majalis is that in each and every majlis we should learn something. Sometimes you might have questions about the lecture of a speaker. That is fine. After majlis, we can sit and try to share our knowledge about the question which you have. Or you write down your questions, and inshallah one day we will have enough time, we will make some arrangement to have a lot of time, like few hours, where we can discuss these questions. I'm not saying that I have answer for all the questions. I'm not that learned person. I am only a student trying to learn something about Islam. But what I can do is, even I can learn something from you, from your question, and try to bring answer for the question. And with this, I will have to go and search some libraries. I will open some books in the libraries. I will. If not, then I can forward your questions to my teachers and see what our teachers have answered for your questions. But this is always good to have questions. And we have a famous saying which says that questioning is also nisful ilm, is half of the knowledge. So please, if you have any question, as our respected brother Shaukat Zaidi said, after every lecture, the people have questions, so keep your questions. And either we will try to discuss them after every night after the majlis, or inshallah a time will be designated for this purpose. But the most and the foremost thing is to learn from these majalises. When I was coming here to recite the Ashra, I was thinking that so many people will be there and I will be speaking for 1 hour. The topic is also such a topic which needs 1 full hour. So bear with me these 60 minutes. Some topics we can bring down to 45 minutes, but this topic is very difficult that it should be brought less than an hour. So these are 10, 11 nights, 12 nights. So bear with me, and I will need 1 hour at least, sometime maybe 5-10 minutes more than that. But I will try my best to discuss those important things which come across in our day-to-day life, especially the people living in the West. And the most important thing is our Aqidah, that is our beliefs. A person whose beliefs, whose aqaid are not clear for him, and he does the amal, the furu', that's not going to work. It's not going to take to success unless and until you have a correct aqidah, a correct aqaid. Why? Because aqaid needs daleel, while amal needs taqleed. Taqleed is to help you in doing certain amal. This is taqleed. I mentioned last time. Taqleed helps you and me to do our amal properly, in the best way. This is the philosophy behind taqleed. Now recently I have heard people saying, oh, why we should do taqleed? Taqleed is not in the Quran, taqleed is not 100% authentic, and different kind of thing. I don't want to get into this discussion now, because then it will need another 1 hour. But this year, in the month of Ramadan, I was in Regina, I discussed this issue in detail. I spent few hours about why we should do taqleed and what is the meaning of taqleed. But this is not the topic for tonight. Here, our topic is Aqaid Shia, the beliefs of the Shia. The Shia are those who are the followers of Ahlul Bayt, the lovers of Ahlul Bayt. What should be their Aqaid? What should be their beliefs? Now tonight when I came here, I read something on this green board. You might have read this. Here it says, إِنَّمَا الْحَيَاةِ أَكِيدَةٌ وَجِهَادٌ. I'm not sure who said this. Sometime nisbat is given to Imam Hussain alayhi salam. But according to my research, I'm not sure about that. That's why I will not say Qala Imam al-Hussain. I'm not sure whether this is hadith from Ma'sumin alayhi salam or something which is, for sure it is not in the Holy Quran. Or this is a saying in Arabic. Whatever it is, let's forget about who said this. According to the commander of faithful, unzur ila ma qal wala tanzur ila man qal. Don't look at who is saying, just look at what he is saying. So this is a beautiful thing. He says, Innama al-hayat. What is hayat? Hayat means life. What is life? Life is two things, according to this saying. Whether by Masoom or Ghair Masoom, the saying is beautiful. Life is only two things. One is Aqidah, your belief, another is jihad. Jihad doesn't mean to take out sword and fight in the battlefield, but jihad means striving from juhad. Juhad means to work hard, to struggle. Struggle in the path of Allah, to fight with shaitan is also jihad. We have jihadul akbar, we have jihadul asghar. But life is aqidah and jihad. That's what is very important to know about our aqaid. Last night I gave you a list of 5 things which are called roots of religion, and then a list of 10 things which are furu and the branches of religion. We are going to discuss these 15 things in detail, but don't expect from me that I will go and discuss these things with you with order. I will try to keep the order, but there are certain things for which I cannot keep the order. I will discuss some of the things which I should go beyond the order. Like today, if I am discussing about usul-e-din and tomorrow I am discussing about furu-e-din, it doesn't mean that now Maulana is not going to talk about usul-e-din anymore. No, if I have some good point to share with you, which is related to my topic of Aqaid al-Imamiyya, Aqaid al-Shia, I will discuss that with you even while I am talking about furu, which are the branches of religion. Coming to the usul, the roots, and let me add one more thing. I personally believe that the fadail of Ahlul Bayt al-Salam should be narrated, should be discussed in these majalises, which is also ibadah. And when we talk about their hadith, this is also from the fadail of Ahlul Bayt al-Salam. So inshallah, that will be the part of these majalises. Why? Because they are our role models, and we should know about our role models, about their lives, and how we should follow them, and what we should learn from them.
और मोहम्मद वाले मोहम्मद बुलंदतर सलावत इल्म का समुंदर है मोहम्मद तो इसका किनारा ये अली हैं महबूबे अबू तालिब गर है मोहम्मद तो आंख का तारा ये अली हैं अली की फजीलतों का अंदाजा क्या करेगा कोई नूह की डूबती कश्ती का बस एक सहारा ये अली है नारे हैदरी
बेशक जज़ाकल्लाह खैर. Fadail is also part of our majalises, which is the main thing is to learn from Masumeen, 14 Masumeen alayhi salam. I also mentioned, I can see some of the people who are new, they were not present last night. That's why very quickly I'm just giving you an introduction to enter into my topic. I mentioned last night, in order to make it easier for all of you to understand, especially for the youth, mashallah, learned people, they understand quickly. But there are certain young youth, youngsters, children, they will need more explanation. So in order to make it very clear for everyone, I will divide my lecture into few points or question answers. Like the first night I spoke about 5 points, last night I also spoke about 5 points about the topic. Today I want to talk again on the 5 points about usul-e-din, and from usul-e-din I'm going to talk today about 2 things. One is Nabuwa and the other is Imam. About Tawheed, we spoke last night that what is Tawheed and what is its importance for us. From Usul-e-Din we have Adl also. Adl, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is just. We also said, why is this important? And today one of the brothers asked me a good question. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has 99 names, beautiful names, Asma'ul Husna. Why we have selected Adl from these 99 names as Usul-e-Din? Well, it has a very detailed answer, but the enemies of Islam, like Bani Umayyah and Bani Abbas, they were trying to teach the people that whatever is done, insan is majboor. Majboor means there is ijbar, not tafweez. Again, this is aqaid. I will talk about what is al-jabr wal tafweez. It's coming. They were preaching to the people that there is nothing in the hand of a human being. Whatever we see is done by Allah. So if we are your rulers, Allah has made us your rulers. This was the main idea. Like you have to obey us. Bani Umayyah, like Harun, Ma'mun. Obey us. Harun would say, obey me. The Marwanis from Bani Umayyah, they would say, obey us. Hajjaj bin Yusuf Thaqafi, the cruel person, the tyrant who killed so many people, he used to say, I am your ruler and I am appointed by Allah. So that's why you have to obey me. We say, no, Allah has not appointed you. Oh Hajjaj, you are not appointed by Allah. Oh Yazid, you are not appointed by Allah. Muawiyah, you are not appointed. Same is the case with Harun and Ma'mun. You are not appointed by Allah. The people appointed you, or you yourself appointed yourself as a ruler. Why? Because Allah is Adil. He says, La yanalu ahd al-zalimin. Now I just recited the word. The translation is coming in some other place. Ibrahim alayhi salam, we are making you imam. He says, what about my children? Don't worry. Ahdi la yanalu ahdi al-zalimin. My promise is not for zalimeen. My promise is for those who are mu'mineen. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, the ruler should be a mu'min. A zalim cannot be an Islamic ruler. Khalifatul Muslimin, he must be an adil person. He must be someone who is good, who is pious. Not a characterless person, not a zalim, not a qatil. He cannot be Khalifatullah. So that's why the adl is from among the usul-e-din. And it is famous. They say that at-tawheed, wal-nabuwa, wal-qiyamah, these three are the usul-e-din of the Umayyads. Wal-adl, wal-imama, lil-alawiyin. This is from the Alawis, I mean the Shias. They believe in this. Others don't believe as adl as a usul-e-din, imamat as a usul-e-din. But I'm talking about Shia Aqidah. We believe that these are the five which are the usul and the roots of religion. Now when we talk about Nabuwa and Imama, there are 5 points in it. First of all, what is Nabuwa? Number 2, what are the qualities in a prophet? The qualities of a Rasul, a prophet. Number 3, what is Imama? Number 4, what are the qualities of an Imam? And number 5, this is a difficult question. Some people, they can't digest some of these questions, but I have to elaborate and I have to talk about it and then try to elaborate it. Imamat is afdal, that is high in grades, or Nabuwa, that is the prophethood. This is another question, and all these questions are related to our aqaid. Inshallah, briefly I will answer these 5 questions. Please recite louder, salawat on Muhammad, Ali Muhammad. Nabuwa or prophethood is something which is from usul-e-din, which means that we have to believe that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has sent prophets. We don't know exactly how many prophets were sent. We don't know. No one knows. There is one hadith which says 124,000. In Urdu we say 1,24,000. But this is not something, it's not in the Quran. But In the authentic hadith, we are told that 124,000 prophets were sent by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for guidance of the people. The first one from this long list was Adam, and the last one in this long list, which closed the long line of the prophets, was none other than Sayyidul Anbiya, Khatamul Nabi, Muhammad Prophets were sent to guide the people towards the message of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. As a Muslim, as a Shia, I must believe in all the prophets. If I reject one prophet, I'm not a Muslim. Let's suppose someone says that I don't believe in Isa alayhi salam. Isa alayhi salam is the prophet of Christians. This is wrong. Isa alayhi salam was not a Christian, nor he was a prophet of the Christians. He was prophet of Allah, and he was a Muslim. Muslim in the sense, one who submits himself to Allah is called a Muslim. Ibrahim alayhi salam was Muslim, Adam alayhi salam was Muslim, Musa alayhi salam was Muslim. Muslim is the one who submits to the will of Allah, and Ibrahim alayhi salam submitted himself to the will of Allah, so he was a Muslim. So, if I don't believe in Isa alayhi salam, that I say no, he was not a prophet, La samahalla na'udhu billah wa ma'adallah, I am kharij an Islam, I'm not a Muslim. I have to believe. But as I mentioned, we don't know the exact number. Why Quran speaks about 25 prophets. If you search the whole Quran from Surah Al-Fatiha till Surah An-Nas, you will find 25 names, maximum 25. Other 25 names are in the books of history and ahadith. Some are controversial. Luqman, we don't know whether he was a prophet or not. There is a surah in the whole Quran called Surah Luqman. We don't know. Khizr, no one knows whether he was a prophet or not. In the Khuzestan province of Iran, which is border with Iraq, and they are Arabic-speaking people, Arabic and Persian both. There is a very old city which is called Shush. I got the honor to go and visit. In the middle of this Shush, in English the city is called Susa. In the middle of the city, there is a tomb of a prophet which is called Hazrat Daniel. Now, among our Muslim books, we don't have the story of Daniel. Daniel is called Daniel. We have in the scriptures about Daniel, but we don't know, maybe he's a prophet, maybe he's not. Allah knows about it. Similarly, Zoroastrians are the people who worship fire. This is a very old religion, before Islam. And their prophet, it is famous that he's a prophet. He was a prophet, prophet of God, a Persian Iranian prophet, Zoroaster. And his followers are called Zoroastrians. So we don't know exactly 124,000. But the famous prophets which I and you know are 50. But I have to believe whatever Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has sent, and they are prophets, we have to believe in these prophets which are sent by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Some of them are called Nabi, plural is Anbiya. And then there were from Anbiya, there were few which are called Rasool, apostles. And from them there are 5 who are called Ulul Azm. And from among them there were few which were given Nabuwat, Risalat and Imamat. So see, these are the things which we can see among the prophets. Quran says, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, Tilka Rusul, Fadalna Ba'zuhum ala Ba'z. These prophets, some of them we have given fazila on others. All are not equal. Why? Because some are only Nabi, Some are with Nabi Rasul. Who is Nabi? Nabi is the one who receives revelation, wahi. And then another category is Nabi plus Rasul. He receives revelation and then he is bound to preach. Go, whatever you receive from wahi, tell the people. You are Sahib Sharia. Talk about halal and haram of your time. This is Rasul. But then there are some of them who are Imam also, like Ibrahim alayhi salam, our holy prophet. And some said Ulul Azam, the 5 Ulul Azam, great prominent prophets are all Imams too. Ulul Azam are Nuh alayhi salam, Ibrahim alayhi salam, Musa alayhi salam, Isa alayhi salam, and Muhammad Mustafa sallallahu alayhi wa. Once again, salawat. This is called prophethood. This is from Asool. Now coming to the second question, what are the qualities of prophets? Prophets must have some of the qualities. Number one, they should be the best among the people. Number two, they should be sent by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Not election, no selection, not by the people. People have nothing to do with selecting a prophet. This is the department in the hands of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Solely. This is only and only He does that. No one says that the people made a prophet. You are our prophet. No. This is a position, status which is only and only given by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That's why all the verses which are about prophets, and the same thing will apply for Imam, which I will come later on. See the words. Like in the story of Adam alayhi salam, Quran says, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, Inni ja'ilun fil ardi khalifa. Inni. I. Ja'ilun, I am making. I am appointing. Allah says, I am doing this. On the earth, my Khalifa. The words which are recited where in the story of Ibrahim alayhi salam, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَإِذِ ابْتَلَى إِبْرَاهِيمَ رَبُّهُ بِكَلِمَاتٍ فَأَتَمَّهُنَّ قَالَ إِنِّي جَائِلُكَ لِلنَّاسِ إِمَامًا. I am making you Imam for the people. In another place, the words about Imam and Imamat is where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, the Imams are those which guide the people with our orders. Inna ja'alna a'imma yahduna bi'amrina. I have appointed Imams which guide the people through my orders. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says. So this is another quality that the Prophet should be from Allah. Number 3, the Prophet should be masoom, infallible. This is Shia Aqidah. We had a very great alim which I call it the pillar of Shia faith. His name was Sayyid Murtaza Alam al-Huda, brother of Sayyid Sharif Razi, who compiled Nahjul Balagha. They are buried in Kazimain in Baghdad, both the brothers. Sayyid Murtaza Alam al-Huda was the student of Sheikh Mufid, but he was the teacher of Sheikh Utaifa, Sheikh Tusi Rahmatullah alayh. He has a beautiful book. If you get a chance, read this book. Then the name of the book is Tanzihul Anbiya. It is in Arabic, but you might see the translation, where he has proved that all the prophets, all 50 which we know and those which we don't know, all were ma'soom, that is infallible. This is Shia Aqidah. But the other Muslims, they say no, prophets were not ma'soom. They don't believe that Imams are also not ma'soom, they are very ma'soom, infallible. Then they bring examples. See Adam alayhi salam, He committed a sin. And Lut alayhi salam is very mazloom. So he was, na'udzubillah ma'azallah, he did adultery, committed adultery. Astaghfirullah. And then Yusuf alayhi salam did this and that and that. Even the Holy Prophet also is accused that he was not a masoom. La samahallah, I'm not talking about the aqaid of other Muslims, you know, but in my discussion, I did, as a comparative study, we have to compare. I'm talking about Shia aqaid. We believe that all of them were masoom. Then why Quran says Adam alayhi salam did this? Our ulama says this is called tarki awla. Tarki awla is not a sin. Tarki awla means that it was better to avoid. But if you do it, it's not a sin. It's not mukhalifun li amri mawla. You are not going against the order of Allah. But two options are there. It was better not to take this option. You took another one. This is called tarki awla. But for imams, according to our belief, even they don't do tarki awla. The 14 masumeen, no one can say that they have ever done tarki awla. See? Now this is also the answer of the last question. Who is higher in grade, Prophet or Imam? Prophet can do tarki awla, which is not a sin. Imam cannot do even tarki awla. And no one can say that we saw this Imam doing this tarki awla. For prophets we have, the people, they have written books and given so many examples. But the Isma wa Tahara is one of the qualities of the prophets. There are many, I'm just mentioning very quickly few of them. Another quality is that they came with miracles, and the miracles were given to them according to the circumstances of the time. Musa alayhi salam was given the miracle of magic because magicians at the time of Musa alayhi salam were in very high position. Isa alayhi salam was given the miracle of medical science, curing blind, curing lepers. Today, even no one knows how to cure a leper. This is such a bad disease. At that time, at the time of Isa alayhi salam, he used to cure lepers. Leprosy is one of the dangerous diseases which we have and which has no cure. And then, at the time of our Holy Prophet, when the people were thinking they are Ahlul Zaman, Ahlul Lisan, and they were good in poetry, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave them the Holy Quran with the challenge to bring one surah like the Holy Quran. And no one was able to give answer to this challenge. This is the qualities of the Prophet, that they perform miracles in order to prove that they are from Allah. Sallu ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Third point is about imama. What is imama? I think I need another few lectures about talking about imama, which is very important because this is the main issue on which the Muslims have difference of opinion. Muslims, we, the followers of Ahlul Bayt, the Shias, we believe that after the Holy Prophet, there were imams. There were 12 in numbers. This is called imama. Imama means continuation of the guidance which was brought by the Holy Prophet. Imama means that at no point in the universe there should be a time where one can say there was no divine leader from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Why? If we say that there was a time for a year, for a day, for 1 hour, and a person committed a sin in that 1 hour, tomorrow he can say, I did because, oh Allah, there was no divine leader to guide me. Some say, well, what about Quran? Hasbuna, Kitab Allah, Quran is enough. Quran is a book of guidance, but Quran needs mufassir. Quran needs someone who should explain to us the Quran. Quran is hidayat, but samit. There must be someone who is hadi, who does guidance, that is natiq, who talks. And what about those who don't know Arabic? How they can take guidance from Quran? In the world, there are 20% who are Arab, 80% are non-Arabs. They are not good in Arabic, they don't know. If they open the Holy Quran, they don't understand. In order to learn Arabic, they need few years to learn. That's why there is no doubt that Quran is a book of guidance. But beside Quran, we need someone who should explain to us the verses of the Holy Quran. That's why the Holy Prophet said, إِنِّي تَارِكٌ فِيكُمُ الثَّقَلَيْنِ كِتَابَ اللَّهِ وَإِتْرَتِي أَهْلُ الْبَيْتِ مَا إِن تَمَسَّكْتُم بِهِمَا لَن تَضِلُّوا بَعْدِي أَبَدًا حَتَّى يَرَدَ عَلَيَّ الْحَوْض. If Quran was enough, the Holy Prophet would say, إِنِّي تَارِكٌ فِيكُمْ كِتَابُ اللَّهِ. No. The Holy Prophet said, I'm leaving behind me two things which are very heavy. One is Allah's book and another is my Ahlul Bayt. You have to take both together. If you take one and leave another, then you will not be successful. But if you take them together, you will meet me at the pond of Kawthar, and I will be waiting for you there. But if you take both of them together, that's why we believe that Imama, the leadership, is from Usul-e-Din. If you don't believe in Imam, you are even not a Muslim. What about those who don't believe in Imam? Yes, we can call them Muslims because they recite Shahada, but they are not Mu'min. They are not believers. And I don't want to go into this detailed discussion whether they should be called Muslims or not. But Imama is something from Usul-e-Din. If you don't believe in one of the Usul-e-Din, and you say, oh, there is no Imam, there is no need of Imam. No, Imam is from the Holy Quran. Imam is from the Holy Prophet. You believe in the Holy Prophet said, oh Jabir, he asked him, Ya Rasulullah, tell me who will have divine leadership after you? He said, after me, the divine leadership is with my brother Ali ibn Abi Talib. What is Alanul Ghadir? In Ghadir, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, Ya ayyuha Rasul balligh ma unzila ilayka min rabbik wa in lam taf'al fama balaghta risalat. If you will not announce the imamat of Imam Ali alayhi salam, as we have done nothing. So this shows that how important is imamah. If you are not announcing about the imamat of Amir al-Mu'mineen, O Holy Prophet, you have done nothing from tabligh. Your tabligh is incomplete. And when he did, the ayah came, Al-yawm akmaltu lakum dinakum wa atmamtum alaykum ni'mati wa razitu lakum al-islam al-dina. Salawat. Now the fourth point is, I have to discuss this imamah in detail and I have to bring some more verses. But the fourth point, and that will be inshallah in the future majalis. The fourth point is the qualities of the imam. Number one, imam is from Allah, not from the people. Number two, imam is the most learned person of his time. No one is more learned than him. Number three, his knowledge is ilm laduni from Allah. Allah has given him ilm al-ghayb. Allah has given him, not zat. I'm not talking about bizzat. I'm talking about bil arad. Allah has given them. They know about future. They receive ilham. There is divine inspiration. Wahi. they also receive wahi, but then again the revelation wahi is of two types. One is the wahi comes and brings ahkam al-sharia, like Jibreel alayhi salam used to come on the prophets, all the prophets, and the Holy Prophet, saying, Ya Rasulullah, Allah says that zakat is obligatory. Imam will never receive such a wahi where there is ahkam and sharia. But other than that, wahi Jibreel alayhi salam went to the mother of Isa alayhi salam. And even Allah says we did wahi to the honey bee, to the mother of Musa alayhi salam. If I was at the place of the mother of Musa, I will never put my small baby in a cradle or in a box and leave it in the water. Who does this? Who does this? Any Aqeel will do that? To put the baby in a box and leave it in the ocean, go. But Quran says that, Allah says that we told her. Now how Allah told her? Through ilham or through wahi. What? Oh mother of Musa, put your baby in the box, leave it in the water, we promise you that we will bring him back to you. And Musa alayhi salam was brought back to the mother. See? This is what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says. So, and we know that one of the titles of the Lady of Light is Muhaddatha. Muhaddatha means the one with whom the angel speaks. Jibreel alayhi salam used to speak with Fatima Zahra. Imam Hussain alayhi salam was in the cradle. Jibreel used to work on the cradle, push the cradle so that the baby is not crying. So you say no, angels cannot descend on Imam. Angels descended on Fatima Zahra salam, but not with ahkam al-sharia. The Holy Prophet finished when the last time Jibreel came with ahkam was before the death of the Holy Prophet. The Holy Prophet, peace be upon him, died, ahkam finished. No more ahkam. They don't have wilayat al-tashri'i. Again, what is wilayat al-tashri'i? Inshallah, we will discuss that. The qualities are, they have mu'jizat and karamat. Imams alayhi salam, they know the language of every person. They are not only the imams of the people, but they are al-imam al-ins wal-jinn. They are the imams of even the jinns and other makhluk. That's why what we say, السلام عليك, when we recite Zalat of the 12th imam. He says, Imam al-ins wal-jinnah. And for the Amir al-Mu'mineen as-salam, Shafi'i wrote some poetry verses, poetical verses, where he says, Imam al-ins wal-jinnah. Why? Because the ayah which I recited, now my majlis is coming towards the end, so please be attentive to the last part. I recited the words where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَمَا أَرْسَلْنَاكَ إِلَّا رَحْمَةً لِلْعَالَمِينَ. What is the meaning of this verse? We have not sent you, O the Holy Prophet, but as a rahmah, as a mercy for all the universe. So how many words are there? According to one of the hadiths, again this is another discussion, 18,000 alam are there, 18,000 words. Alameen. One of them is the world, this one, the earth. وَمَا أَرْسَلْنَاكَ. We have not sent you but a rahmah, a mercy for all the worlds. For even the human beings and those, the other makhlukat. You are also imam of them, you are also rahmat for them. And then Imam alayhi salam is also ma'soom. Ma'soom means he cannot do any mistake, no sin. Open the history. In the whole history, you will never find a single person who says other than the prophets. A single person other than the prophets who says that I am ma'soom except the 40 ma'soom. It's not easy to say I am ma'soom. We saw the people, they say I am a very learned person, I am Mufassir al-Quran, I am this, I am that. Everything we saw, we heard. But no one said that I am Masoom except the 14 Masoom. This is Imams. The Holy Prophet named them. He said, Jabir, after me will be my cousin Ali, then his son Hassan, then his brother Hussein, then the son of Hussein, Zainul Abidin, then the son of Zainul Abidin, Baqir. His name is Muhammad. His title is Baqirul Ulum, min al-awwalina wal-akhirin. He is opener of the knowledge. And Jabir, you will see him. Ya Rasulullah, I will see the 50 Imam. I'm so old now. I'm your Sahabi. And that is the 5th Imam. 5th generation. Yes, you will see him. You will live at that time. And when you see him, Jabir, say my salam to Imam Baqir. Say my salam to him. And then the Holy Prophet gave them the names. And after Baqir will be his son Jafar. Ila akhireh, when he says the 12th one, his name is my name. I am Muhammad, he is Muhammad.
Allah Muhammad.
And his kunya is also my kunya. I am Abul Qasim, he is also Abul Qasim. يملأ الأرض قسطا وعدلا كما ملئت ظلما وجورا. This 12th one will fill the world with justice as it will be filled with injustice. These are the qualities. My time is finished. I will discuss some more qualities inshallah next time. Coming to the last and the 5th point. Who is afdal? Who is higher in grades and merits? A Nabi or an Imam? Now again, I said some of the things need more explanation. It's difficult to digest some of the things. Even the Shias also can't digest some of the things because even their knowledge is not that perfect about our aqaid, or they need to study a lot. So inshallah we are here to study and discuss. Answer. Imam is afzal than Nabi. Except one Nabi, which is the Holy Prophet, which is Sayyidul Anbiya, Khatimul Nabiyeen, all the Imams, all the 14 Masumin, all the 13 Masumin alayhi salam, their fazila, their status is less than the Holy Prophet. After Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, none has the status and merits of the Sayyidul Anbiya, leader of all the prophets, and Khatimul Anbiya, Muhammad Mustafa sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Just allow me to give you 3 quick proofs, and then I recite some of the majalis for tonight. Still I have time. My time is 1 hour, so I have another 10 minutes. Inshallah I will finish the whole majlis in 1 hour. 3 proofs. Number 1, in order to support what I am saying, number 1, the words which I recited in the beginning of the khutbah. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. وَإِذِ ابْتَلَى إِبْرَاهِيمَ رَبُّهُ بِكَلِمَاتٍ فَأَتَمَّهُنَّ قال إني جاعلك للناس إماما قال ومن ذريتي قال لا ينال أحد الظالمين. We put Ibrahim alayhi salam under some tests. We put him in tests, exams, and he completed all the tests. Just think over the words of the ayah. In the tafsir of this ayah, ulama says, and even riwayat from Masumin alayhi salam. I just read one riwayah from the 6th Imam about the tafsir of this verse, where it says that Ibrahim alayhi salam was first given nabuwa, that you are Nabi. Then he was made Rasul, that what he brings to you, now deliver it to others. This is the meaning of Rasul. And then he was made Khalil. Khalil means friend. And then Ibrahim alayhi salam was given other high merits. He was put under test. Go and sacrifice your son. Okay, I will do that. Oh Ibrahim, they will put you in fire. No problem. Let them do it. All these tests. Ibrahim alayhi salam succeeded. When he finished all these levels, level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4. Now at the end, Allah says, Inni jailuka linasi imama, O Ibrahim, I'm giving you the highest level. What is that? Imam. I'm making you imam. Some of the people say, no, here imama means nabuwa. So Ibrahim alayhi salam was nabuwa, he was nabi from the childhood. When he was a youth, he was a nabi. Allah gave him the son like Ismail alayhi salam was born when he was an old man, 97 years. Ishaq was born when he crossed 100 years. So the tests were at the end. And after the test, he is saying that we are making you imam. How come imam means nabuwa? If imam means nabuwa, so the translation will be, oh Ibrahim, I am giving you nabuwa, you are already nabi, and now I am giving you nabuwa again and again. Why Ibrahim alayhi salam should be given nabuwa when he is already the nabi? So this means that imama is not nabuwa. He was already nabi. I say that I am giving you $10, and I gave you $10 a few minutes ago. Say, you just give me $10 again. No, I want to give you $10. But you just gave me $10. Here, Ibrahim alayhi salam was Nabi, and if you say Imama is Nabi, so when Nabuwwat is given to him, why Allah will say, after test, I'm going to give you Nabuwwah. I have already, I have Nabuwwah. Why you are giving me Nabuwwah again when already I have it? So this means that this is another status which is higher than Nabuwwah, and that is Imama. And then he asked, what about my children? So he was told that yes, this position is for not those who are Zalimi. You and your children are good people, pious people. Of course, we will make your children as Imam. This is a station, a position which is higher. And same was the case with the Holy Prophet. Holy Prophet was Sayyid al-Anbiya, but he also has the status of Imam. Why? Because he has more fazila than everyone. Even the imamat which is given to Ibrahim alayhi salam, this imamat is less than the imamat of our Holy Prophet. If it is not the case, then we cannot say that the Holy Prophet is Afdal al-Anbiya or Sayyid al-Anbiya. And once the imamat which is with the Holy Prophet is highest than all the imamats which the other prophets had, and the Ahlul Bayt, what they took from the Holy Prophet, they did not took money and houses, and what they took from the Holy Prophet as miras and succession was the ilm and hidayat of the Holy Prophet. So the same position and the same level which was given to the Holy Prophet, peace be upon him, as Sayyid al-Anbiya, there is no one like him. But what he gave as a miras and succession to Imam Ali alayhi salam was his ilm, his hidayah, which came from Imam Ali to the other imams and other masumeen alayhi salam. Number 2. Number 2, very quickly, when you were discussing and reading about the life of our 12th Imam, there is one thing which you have mentioned and which you have heard and which is also mentioned by our Imams, that when the 12th Imam alayhi salam will come, will reappear, and there will be the Zuhur of Imam al-Hujjah alayhi salam, at that time Isa alayhi salam will also come down. And Isa alayhi salam will pray namaz after Imam Mahdi alayhi salam. This is something which even our Sunni brothers also believe. That there will be Salatul Jama'ah. Who will be Imam of Salatul Jama'ah? Will be Imam Mahdi alayhi salam. He will lead the prayers. And Isa alayhi salam will pray Salah after him, which is also pointing towards the fadilat of Imam more than the Prophet. And lastly, the last point of the majlis, a famous companion of Amir al-Mu'minin by the name of Sa'sa ibn Suhan. You read his life history, he was a big orator. He had very beautiful verses about Imam Ali. And he was from the Bahrain, the part of which is Bahrain is the eastern part of Saudi. He was from that part. And I think he's buried in Bahrain. He has a mosque there. There were a few brothers. One of his brothers was Zayd, son of Suhan. This Sa'sa'a, when Imam Ali alayhi salam, when he was given the Khilafat al-Zahiriyah, he pointed towards Imam Ali alayhi salam and said a beautiful verse, a poetical verse. He said, Ya Ali, the Zahiri Khilafah which is given to you, you don't need that. But you have given honor to Khilafah by accepting it. You have given honor. Khilafah has not given you any honor because you are above the Khilafah. You are Imam. Imam is above the Khalifa. But by accepting this Khilafah, you have given the zina to this Khilafah, but this has not given you any zina. And then when Imam Ali alayhi salam, after Shahadat, when he was buried on the grave of Imam Ali, he recited a Marsiyah. Now this Sa'sa ibn Suhan, when Imam Ali alayhi salam was hit on his sacred head, and he was ill, and Imam Ali alayhi salam was going to martyr to leave the world in one day, this Sa'sa ibn Suhan asked a question. He said, Ya Ali, because at that time Ali said, Saluni, Saluni, Qabla an tafkiduni. Ask me, ask me. Oh Ali, you are hit by a sword which was poison. He said, no, don't worry, ilm should be given any time. Ask me if you have any question. He said, okay, I have a question. Yes, Sa'sa, what is your question? He was very sincere companion of mine. He said, Ya Amir al-Mu'minin, I have a question. What is your question? Ya Amir al-Mu'minin, tell me, you are better or Adam is better? Now our question is, Imama and Nabuwa, which one is more high in level in degree? Imam Ali said, Sa'sa, it is not good to talk good about oneself, apni tareef karna. To praise oneself is not good. But Quran says, وَأَمَّا بِنِعْمَةِ رَبِّكَ فَحَدِّثْ. Talk about the ni'mat of Allah, and this is the ni'mat which is given to me by Allah. So I'm giving answer to you. Otherwise, it's not better for a person that he should praise himself. Sa'sa, I am better than Adam. He said, how come? He said, Adam was told to eat everything you like in Jannah or in that garden, but don't go near that tree. And Adam alayhi salam went there and he ate from the fruit of that tree. While Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala did not told me not to eat that thing which Adam alayhi salam ate. Gandum, wheat, whatever it was, there is ikhtilaf. He was told not to eat the wheat. I was not told not to eat, but still I did not eat throughout my life. I ate barley, nani jameen. And he was told not to eat, but still he ate. I was told that if you want to eat gandum, you can, but I ate jaw. I ate barley. Ya Ali, you are better, or Musa alayhi salam. Imam said, I am better than Musa. It's a very detailed hadith, I don't want to recite the full. How come? Musa alayhi salam was told, اذهب إلى الفرعون إنه طغى. Go to Fir'aun and admonish him, because he became taghut, outlaw. He says, Ya Allah, I killed a person from that party, and if I go, they will catch me, they will beat me, they will kill me. Send Harun with me. Harun afsa lisani, he is orator, my language is not that clear. While I, Ali, the Holy Prophet told me to go and recite Surah Bara'a, which was to dissociate from Mushrikeen of Makkah, while I killed hundreds from them. I killed hundreds of Mushrikeen. But I never said, no, I have killed many people from them, I can't go. I went there and I recited Surah Bara'a in front of the Mushrikeen. Oh Ali, you are better or Isa alayhi salam is better? I am better than Isa. How? When Maryam salamullah alayha wanted to go near the temple, near the masjid, and there she was told, Maryam, go away, this is not the place where the people give birth, this is the place of worship. Go away and give birth to Isa alayhi salam under the tree, under the shadow of a tree, not near the house of Allah, which is the place of worship. But when my mother Fatima bint Asad went near the Kaaba, not only the door of Kaaba was open, but the wall of the Kaaba was broken for my mother. And then the last question, which is again the Shia Aqaid. Oh Ali, you are better or the Holy Prophet? Amir al-Mu'mineen salam says, Ana abidun, ana abdun min abid Rasulillah. I am from among the servants of the Holy Prophet. You are asking, I am better or him? I am one of his servants. He is Sayyidul Anbiya, Allamani Rasulullah, Alfa Bab min al-Ilm. The Holy Prophet taught me 1,000 chapters of the knowledge, and I, Ali, from with my own efforts, I opened 1,000 chapters from each chapter which was taught to me by the Holy Prophet. So this is what we believe about Imama and about the Imamat of Amir al-Mu'mineen alayhi salatu wa salam. Inshallah, our discussion will continue. Tonight I want to recite some of the masaib of a great personality who was not in Karbala, the one who was martyred before Karbala, and that is Muslim ibn Aqeel. Muslim was such a sincere person, very near to Imam Hussain alayhi salam, that when Imam Hussain alayhi salam sent him to Kufa, he wrote a letter in which he wrote to the Kufians, that this Muslim is the one who is a trustworthy, my trustworthy. Pay allegiance to me on his hands. The people started paying allegiance to Muslim ibn Aqeel. But then when Ibn Ziyad came as a governor of Kufa, he said, whoever will pay allegiance to Muslim, I will kill him. The Kufians became afraid. They became frightened. When Muslim ibn Aqeel alayhi salam was reciting Salah in Masjid Kufa, there were only few people who were praying after him. Allahu Akbar. Thousands of people pay allegiance now. In Salah there are only 30 people. How Mazloom is Safir Imam Hussain alayhi salam. When Muslim alayhi salam turned back after Salah, he saw there was only one person who was behind Muslim ibn Aqeel alayhi salam. Now Muslim is alone. Muslim doesn't know anyone in Kufa. He is alone. Muslim is now going in the streets of Kufa. He saw a woman who was sitting outside of her house. Muslim ibn Aqeel asked the woman that, oh, servant of Allah, can you give me some water? The woman said, yes, why not? The Holy Prophet told me to give water to those who are strangers, those who are gharib. She went inside her house, brought water for Muslim. A Muslim finished the water, he drank the water. Now the Muslim sits there, he sits there. The woman says, who are you? Why you are sitting there? You don't have a house. Why don't you go to house? Muslim says, Ana Muslim ibn Aqeel. Ana gharibul Kufa. I am alone here. I am Muslim ibn Aqeel. He says, you are Muslim. You are the ambassador of my Sayyidi wa Maulana Abdullah al-Hussein. Now Ibn Ziyad army came. They captured Muslim ibn Aqeel. They took Muslim ibn Aqeel to Ibn Ziyad. When Ibn Ziyad saw Muslim, here someone said, Muslim, why you are not saying salam to the Amir? The answer was, I don't have any Amir, Sayyid Abdullah al-Hussein. I have only one Amir, and that is my master Hussein. Now here, Muslim says, oh Ibn Ziyad, can you give me some water? I'm thirsty. If the اجورکم Allah, water was brought for Muslim ibn Aqeel. When Muslim took that pot of water and he wanted to drink the water, when he brought it near his mouth, the blood which was flowing from his lips fell down into the water, and Muslim refused to drink water. Another pot of water was brought, but again the water fell into the pot of the blood fell into the pot of the water, and Muslim ibn Aqeel was not able to drink the water. That was the time that Muslim says, oh Ibn Ziyad, I have few wasiyah to do. Can you fulfill my wasiyah? He says, okay, tell me the wasiyah, then we will see. He says, Ibn Ziyad, I took some loan here in Kufa. When you kill me, you should sell my sword and sell my iron coat and give 700 dirham, the loan which I took. And the second wasiyah is, oh Ibn Ziyad, when you kill me, my wasiyah is that you bury me because I am a Muslim. And this is the haqq of a Muslim that he should be buried. And the third wasiyah is, send someone to Imam Hussein alayhi salam and tell them that, oh Hussein, don't come to Kufa. The Kufians, they have betrayed you, and the Kufians are not with you. Allahu Akbar. Muslim ibn Aqeel was taken on the roof of Darul Amara. Ajoorkum Allah. Muslim alayhi salam is now on the roof of Darul Amara. There Muslim ibn Aqeel, his sacred body was thrown from the roof of Darul Amara. Imam Syed Aqeel is now coming towards Kufa. At one point he was told about the shahadat of Muslim ibn Aqeel. Allahu Akbar. Muslim had a small daughter by the name of Hamida Khatun. Ravi says, we saw Imam Hussain, he put his hand on the head of Hamida. Hamida, when she saw, she says, Uncle Hussein, you are putting your hand on my head like some people when become yatim and yatima on their head, the hands they put like this. Here Imam Hussain said, Hamida, don't think that you are yatima. I am your uncle. I will take care of you. My salams to Hazrat Sakina. Sakina bint al-Hussein, same age of Hamida. After the shahadat of Imam Hussain alayhi salam, there was no one to put hand on the head of Hazrat Sakina, but there were people who slapped Hazrat Sakina. This is Mazlumiyat of Abu Abdullah al-Hussein. Assalamu عليك يا أبا عبد الله وعلى الأرواح التي حلت بفنائك. الله لعنة الله على القوم الظالمين وسيعلم الذين ظلموا آل محمد أي منقلب ينقلبون لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم. We have received a special request to pray for a Mu'min who is hospitalized. His name is Jawad Azimi. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala through the Bimari of Bimari Karbala, Imam Zain al-Abidin alayhi salam. Oh Allah, give quick recovery to brother Jawad Azimi. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He accept our majalis. Oh Allah, on each and every step which the Mu'mineen, Mu'minat took to come and attend the majlis, give them thousands and thousands of hasanat. Those who are ill, give them quick recovery. Wherever Mu'mineen and Mu'minat, the followers of Ahlul Bayt alayhi salam live, oh Allah, protect them from all kind of evils. Oh Allah, increase our knowledge. Oh Allah, make the Imam of our time, Imam Sahib al-Asr wa Zaman, happy from us. Oh Allah, send the Imam of our time as soon as possible. وإلى الأرواح المؤمنين والمؤمنات وللمرحومين والحاضرين والجالسين, those who are sitting here, for their marhumin, and special request is for the marhumin, marhum Syed Wiladat Hussain ibn Syed Rabaat Hussain Zaidi, Sayyida Sarfaraz Fatima Zaidi bint Syed Ronak Hussain Zaidi, and Sayyida Kamar Sultana Nakwi bint Syed Muhammad Yusuf Nakwi, and other marhumin of Humayun Bhai, and marhumin of those who are present here in this majlis. Rahimallahu man qara'a Suratul Mubarakatul Fatiha ma'as salawat. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen. الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد. ماتم حسين يا حسين.